more than 3 years Jesus was with them, preaching and teaching everything they've seen. Until that point they did not have that belief. That came after Jesus was resurrected, after Jesus disappeared from the world. Because until that they felt somebody was closer to them, and afterwards they started experiencing every day in their life, every time they were getting into a trouble, God set them relief. Every time somebody threatened them, God relieved them from all the threatening and everything. People started afraid of those disciples. They were illiterate, none of them were literate, few of them, there were a few disciples, they were very literate, but rest of them were illiterate. But the words they spoken before the public, they could not accept. How come these people are talking these wise words? There is no chance. They never studied, but they are talking about greater things and philosophy. So that's how Jesus started showing them in their life. So it is not only in their disciples' life. The reason we do praise and worship every week, we experience the same Jesus in our life. So I can remember when I was in 2009, I think 2009 or 10. So there was the software, the software boom and the bubble. It happened in 2001 when I started my career in the software field, and then in 2009 it came back again. So that was the time I was working in a company where I was more supportive to my boss, my immediate manager, and the team around us. They did not like the big boss. They did not support him, and whatever he says, they just counter act on whatever the suggestion he brings. But I was a kind of technical person. I was supporting my boss. They did not like me. And that time the team members had close relationship with the higher managers of that company. So it was a service-based company working for a different company, the client. So they had a good rapport with the client, and they complained to the client this boss, he is not doing in favor of a team. He doesn't know anything. And the same way they also complained about me. He is supporting. They knew I was a technically skilled person, but they also complained somehow he was supporting. And the client who heard about the team members, he decided to take both of us out. It was a time of the software crisis. So realizing it, my immediate manager, he tried many ways, and somehow he found a job. He just said, I'm leaving the company. He quit. I was also trying, but I could not able to make it. It was the time I was trying to find a different job, but everywhere I tried, it did not work out. Eventually they just put me in the list. He has to be out. And the client, the person who came from a client, he was very sure I'm moved out of the project, and I will no longer be part of this company in the sense, not the company where I am working, but the client company. So he was happy my name was out, and then he went to US. And after some time so everybody thought I'm not going to survive, and everyone was against me, and then I'll have to quit the company without any job. So that's the hope in Jesus. When you believe in Jesus, it looks like your circumstances are difficult, or you don't have any other hope on this world. As Jesus said, as I live, you also live. So that is the assurance. As I live, I will be with you. I will not let your hearts are troubled. I will not let you, I will not, forsake you. I will hold you until the end of the world. So that is the promise every Christians who believe in Jesus Christ will experience. So all of a sudden, there was another project from the same client, and I attended the interview. I cleared. I went to the client place and I worked there. And this person who decided to take me out of the company, he met me there and he was surprised. How come you are coming and working in our company itself? So that's a miraculous thing. When you believe in Jesus Christ, you will not be ashamed. It's a thunder. It looks like your situation is getting worse. But when you believe, as he said, I am with you until the end of the world.